2022 was a year that happened to all of us. It also happened to me. And since this is my channel and I like to talk about myself here, and you, for some reason, like to click on it, I thought we would do a year-end review of what happened in my life in 2022. The downs, oh, so many. But there's also some ups, and I would like to talk about those. So let's do a year-end review. If you get bored at any point in this video, feel free to skip ahead to the ending there, because I promise you it's heartwarming and you're going to be glad you saw it. First really good thing that happened in 2022 is we saw the end of my legal problems. Because let's just be honest, I don't look good in stripes. Stripes make you look fatter. But I did have to work pretty hard and spend a lot of money to get to the point that these legal troubles were over. But in the end, I ended up getting what is effectively a bit of a slap on the wrist. And it's a really good thing. 2 years unsupervised probation. And then we have the chance to get it sealed at the end of that 2 years. And you know what? I think that's pretty awesome. Because I definitely could be wearing orange right now, and I'm glad I'm not. Also in 2022, I got my partnership with Merchland, and I've hired my friend Ninja Chris to design some really cool shirts. And I'm so glad that I was able to do that. And you guys have been buying up the shirts, which means the world to me, which allows me to, have a little money to spend, but on top of that, support my artist friend. And I love supporting artists. I love that you support me. So this is a really good thing. I've got some new t-shirt designs to come in 2023 as well, so I hope you'll check them out. I got to travel a bit in 2022, and my health kind of made this a little more difficult than it has been. But hey, I got to go to both Retropalooza, one in Houston, one in Dallas. I got to go to both Southeast Game Exchanges. I got to go to the one in South Carolina as well as the one in Mississippi. I got to meet a tremendous number of fans. I got to meet some of my favorite creators like Retro Rick and Sarah Nada Jenny, and I just got to enjoy my time in those new cities. And thankfully it's something I can easily afford to do because they actually pay for my room and pay for my gas and give me a little spending money as well. So I really enjoyed having done that in 2022, and I'm looking forward to doing it again in 2023. I already know I'll be at Southeast Game Exchange next year, and I assume I'll be at Retropalooza as well, so I hope to see you there. Also in 2022, I got a gym membership, all leading up to the idea that I might get to box somebody. Now, I don't know if that's looking very good, but I'm still down to box somebody who's in my weight class. Ethan, Ralph, Airsoft Fatty, one of you guys down? I would be very interested in doing it. But that said, I found out how much I enjoy swimming, even if it's just for exercise. And I still have this gym membership. And I'll be honest with you, since they took me off the testosterone and I get so tired so quickly and my muscles get so weak so quickly, I've only been going about 3 times a month. I went 3 times in December and 3 times in November, and I'm kind of embarrassed by that, but I'm doing it mostly just for recreation, just for fun, and I'm really enjoying the swimming. I get some exercise at home, though, at least, so I've not fully given up yet and decided to become, a couch potato, or hell, at my size, a couch. But probably the best thing that happened in 2022 is that I got into therapy again. And the therapist I got matched with is pretty amazing and has been really helping. And I'm pretty far from sane still. But I'm getting saner by the day. I've definitely been handling things a little bit better in my personal life, even in my career. And I'm really proud of it. I'm actually really glad I did this. And I'm going to talk about it a lot more towards the end of the video, so stick around. So that's some of the good stuff. There's other stuff I won't point out here, but I think it's important to get to the bad stuff because that's why a lot of you tuned in. Admit it. Comment down below if you were waiting for this part. First thing I think people are going to want to talk about is the state of the channel here. And of course, that'll get its own video at the beginning of the new year, like I always do. But the channel continued to take the same beating it's been getting since 2019. It's doing about as well as my arteries are, which is to say I've lost a good number of subscribers each month, generally about 10,000 on average. And then on top of that, I've raised the number of views in the last couple of months, and I'm really glad. That's mostly because I've been uploading way more often. But then, the views are just not what they used to be. But I'm not complaining. I think it's a damn miracle that I'm still being viewed by people to this day, that I still have fans, that 16 years after making this channel, people are still watching, specifically because the quality of my content's not very good. There's no rhyme or reason to what I'm talking about, to what I'm filming. So much of it's videos like this that are just about me. It does not have a mass appeal kind of thing. So I respect and understand the people that leave, but for those of you who stick around, God bless you, and I'm so grateful to have you. Another thing that really sucked was seeing some of my favorite content creators who I've always watched, some of which I still watch religiously to this day, like Charlie, say some very negative things about me. And if you were following me on Twitter, following my YouTube channel, you know I did not take it very well. I lashed out, I got hurt, I was angry, I was sad about it. But in retrospect, I'm beginning to realize that, Ethan and Charlie and Asmon Gold and a lot of these guys, they're just disappointed in the amount of bullshit I put people through. And I have put people through so much bullshit. So I really don't blame them for calling me out on my bullshit. I really don't. And it's something that I want to work on. And I think people like Ethan and Charlie and Asmon Golden, these other people, I think they want what's best for me. There's definitely creators out there who just enjoy the train wreck and just want me to wreck as beautifully as possible. And those people exist. But Ethan, Charlie, Asmon Golden, these people are not them. These are people who are trying their best to be supportive in a critical way. And I think I learned that lesson this year, and I'm kind of grateful for it. Now, this I wanted to leave out of the video. But I know people are going to be like, hey, that's the whole reason I tuned in. Talk to me about your crypto crash and talk to me about your financial stuff. So we got to go over that as well. For those of you who don't like it, go ahead and skip ahead. But yeah, obviously crypto crashed in 2022. But let me put a positive spin on it, okay? Yeah, I lost my ass, but I learned a lot of important lessons. Like, don't put your money in crypto. It's an unregulated market. It's hugely risky and silly to do. And obviously, I didn't lose everything. Obviously, I still have a small amount of savings, like I said in the video asking for help. And I've been living off of it for a while, and I can live off of it for a short period further. And it's really taught me how to budget again. It's really taught me how the value of a dollar again. It's really taught me to get back to work, making more videos and live streaming more, which is something my anxiety, my depression, and everything else was not letting me do. But now I'm live streaming more, I'm making more videos, and I'm having fun doing it. It's the first time YouTube has been fun again for a while, so I'm grateful that I got pushed in this direction. I wish it had been something else that pushed me there, though. Then, of course, there's the internet's reaction to the video where I divulged all of this and then asked for help. And you know what? The people that are closest to me on my channel, the people who follow me every day, you guys reacted to it very normal and healthy, in my opinion. Like, yeah, hey, Boogie, I'll watch more videos. Hey, I'll drop more likes. Hey, Boogie, I might check out your merch or your Patreon, right? Like, thank you. God bless you. The internet at large took it as an opportunity to tear me apart. And this is like the 20th or 30th time I've been publicly shamed, so I'm kind of numb to it. But also this time I listened to creators and listened to what they had to say and learned the lessons that needed to be learned. I should have never made this video to begin with. I should have instead brought value to the table, created a podcast, created a show, created something of value that people would want to spend money on, not just ask for free internet money. It was so stupid of me. Looking back on it, I really do understand the criticism, and I really do understand why the internet at large took it so negatively. One of my biggest regrets, probably in my lifetime, for sure. But, at least I learned the lesson from it, and I can take that lesson with me in 2023. I've got a few project ideas that I've been developing, and let's just see. Let's see if we can come up with something that people think is worth their time and money, and everything will work out just fine. Then there's probably the worst thing to happen to me in 2022. Probably the worst thing to happen to me in my lifetime, which is finding out that I have a rare form of cancer called polycythemia vera, which was brought on by the decade of testosterone injections I took. And you know what? I'm trying to be positive about it. It's hard. I was already at a pretty high risk of stroke or heart attack, and that sucks. And this vastly increases that risk. Prognosis on it is like 20 years, so I'm going to die anytime soon. But there's always the chance that it complicates the other issues I have with the obesity and heart problems and everything else. And I'm just like really nervous about it and really scared about it. I will say that people reacted so wonderfully. Content creators were so kind. Other YouTubers, fans, friends, family, people were very supportive and very loving and very understanding. God bless you for it. There were those out there who decided that it was a McJuggerNugget style bid or some sort of manipulation or an attempt to make money. But I mean, anybody with a brain realizes I didn't put up a GoFundMe, realizes I didn't even put ads on this video. Like, it's not about money, it's about awareness, and it's about getting the support emotionally that you guys have been able to provide. And God bless you for it, because I'm really scared. And in 2023, this is hopefully going to be the motivation that I need to finally get some of this weight off, because it's a do or die situation. No pun intended. It's do or die. Like, if I don't lose another 100 pounds, if I don't get under 300 pounds in 2023, I don't know that I'll make it through 2023. And I'm scared shitless. Now, if you are jumping around looking for the positive thing that I wanted to leave you with, this is it, okay? I'm doing really well with all this stuff. Normally the holidays is really rough. It's really not been that bad this year. And I don't know exactly what it is. Maybe it's the therapy that I've done. Maybe it's just that I'm finally healing from all of the trauma and self-inflicted wounds that I've dealt with throughout my entire life. I don't know. I feel very zen, very Buddhist about it. Just kind of, it's okay, right? And I'm choosing to focus on the positive, because a lot of great things happened to me this year, right? Like, here's the thing about life. Life has a tremendous amount of negativity, guaranteed when you were born. You will get sick and die. You will bury the people that you love. You'll have your heart broken. All of this shit's guaranteed. That's the human experience. But the positivity, that's not guaranteed, right? Not everybody gets to travel. Not everybody gets to meet their fans. Not everybody gets to hang out with other content creators. Not everybody gets to swim. Not every fat man lives to 48 years old. How amazing is it that I'm still alive? So every day I wake up, I try to be grateful, and it makes the negative stuff seem a little bit easier, because we all deal with shit. We all deal with shit, but not everybody gets to have good shit. And I hope you have plenty of good shit. And if you do, even if it's just a small part of your life, only a small part of it's good, if you learn to focus on that small part, everything else gets a lot easier. And that's how I'm approaching 2023. Focusing on the good and cleaning up the bad, and whatever happens, happens. But by God, when good stuff happens, we're going to celebrate. You and me, right here on this channel, and we're going to try to push away that negativity as best we can. Fingers crossed. Let's see how we do. Now, if you made it all the way to the end of this video, that makes you a super fan. And I want you to know the keyword for this video. The keyword is New Year's. Tell me what you're doing for New Year's. Tell me what you're going to do in the new year. What outlook do you have for the new year? Do you have any New Year's resolutions? Let me know in the comment section below, and I'll know you made it all the way to the end of this video. But until next time, as always, thanks for watching. I love you very much, and I'll speak with you again soon. Here's to an awesome year next year. Fingers crossed. I don't know how likely it is that the world's going to make it all the way through 2023, but if it does, I'm going to make it through it with it.